Welcome to Aiedee's Public Awareness Ministries, where we believe in community development through general knowledge, public issues, and evangelical presentations.
This na me once again, una brother Aiedee. I remain the preacher with testimony. I hear say they say Igbo people get meeting, no. As Tafia person now when they like talk time to talk, now I say I want go see what they happen there. As I reach the parlor, I see different microphone from different media. How it happen, sir?
Okay, thank you so much, and we appreciate you for coming to be part of what we are doing. First of all, my name is Kingsley Ndibe, also Kingsley Ndibe. By the special grace of God, I'm the President General of Igbo General Assembly in Europe. But today we are in Spain. People we are seeing are leaders, Igbo leaders and stakeholders from Spain and other parts of Europe. We are here for a special world press conference concerning the state of security and what is happening in Southeast Nigeria. So for that reason, we call this press conference for Nigerians to hear us and for the world to hear us, and most importantly, to call the attention of Mr. President, Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the GCFR, to listen to us and intervene on some of the matters we're about to raise here. So that is the essence of this gathering. And Malaga city in Spain, they are the host city. Everybody came from outside Malaga, but we converge here today to look into the matter and bring it to the attention of Mr. President.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Yeah. Hello, people. That is the president of O2 Igbo. I know they understand Igbo well, sir. But what I know say mean be say the Igbo children, the Igbo group, the Igbo people. Talking about these Igbo people, we talk about Anambra, Enugu, Ebonyi, and Imo State. I think there are about 5 of them. So today they hold media conference, you know, to express themselves about what is going on in Nigeria. But if I go inside now, I will ask them whether they want to express themselves as Nigerians, as Igbo, as IPOB, or as Biafra. They will answer me.
My name is Mazi Iruebu. I am the Vice President, Aiedee General Assembly, Europe, Buruburu, the whole of Europe. I'm the Vice President. And I also double as the President of Umaba in Diaspora and Europe. Also, the pioneer President of English Association in Spain. I want to start by thanking you, gentlemen, for making out a time today to be among the pressmen who call for this press briefing and conference of Aiedee General Assembly. We are gathered here in Malaga today. We come all from all parts of Europe, some from Germany, from England, from Norway, Sweden. We gathered here because of one thing, the insecurity that is eating up our land, that is eating up our people. So we want to dwell on that. That's the main reason why we gathered here today.
Good day, everyone. I want to welcome everybody to this Igbo General Assembly World Press Conference. I want to first of all recognize the presence of our VP, the President of Igbo Union across Europe and Spain, titled men in our midst, honorables in our midst, and ladies and gentlemen of the press. We are all welcome to this great occasion. My name remains Kingsley Ndibe Ozodala, by the special grace of God and the President General of this great union, Igbo General Assembly. The essence of today's gathering is to shed more light on what is happening in the Southeast, the state of insecurity, or rather the state of security in the Southeast, marked by unusual insecurity, kidnapping, and so many things going on in the Southeast. And we, the Igbos, stakeholders in Europe, Spain to be precise, we are becoming very uncomfortable about it, and we decided to speak up today. That's why we call this press conference. So I welcome all men and women of the press that joined us for this occasion. The main purpose of this meeting, or rather this conference, is to call the attention of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. We want to bring to your notice, perhaps you might have been seeing it, but we decided to bring it to your notice because of how directly we are affected by these whole issues. Southeast is bleeding, sir. Our mothers cannot go to the farm. Our fathers cannot go out to do their businesses. Our families cannot even come out on every Monday, sometimes a week. And all this thing is happening under your watch. We're not saying that you are the cause of this whole thing, but you are the man who is in charge now. Mr. President, we are here to directly call your attention to what is happening in our homeland. We are your fellow countrymen. We are equally Nigerians like every other person. And that's why we believe that you, as a civilian president of Nigeria, that I know that you could be any other thing, but militancy is not what we know you for. I remember that during the time of late MKO Abiola, you were one of the people that tried to defend his mandate, and you went on exile as a result of it. Mr. President, the time has come for you to show that you are a Democrat, that you kept telling us during campaign that you're a Democrat, and we believe you. That's why collectively we have met the whole stakeholders, and we are speaking with one voice today. We are begging and requesting for unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mr. President, the reason we are calling for you to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are not here to instruct you. We are not here for any form of activism. We are here for as people that believe that justice, it should be for all. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been granted bails uncountable times, but nobody cared to respect the whole judgment. They kept him in prison for about how many years now? They kidnapped him from outside Nigeria, and as a result, Southeast is no longer the same. And anybody telling you that his continued detention or his continued staying in prison, he's not even in prison, he's being held at DSS facility. First, in a democratic system of government, they are holding somebody in the cell, disregarding court judgment, and we want a peaceful Southeast. Anybody that is telling you that the continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that it does not have bearing on the situation of things in the Southeast, the person is deceiving you. And today, collectively, we are calling on you and begging you to disregard such advice. Most politicians are selfish, which you know. Presidential election has come and gone. It is time to govern. And we believe that this is our cry today, that you are going to listen to it. It's not only Igbos are being killed in the Southeast. Policemen are being killed. Igbos are being killed. Some of them are Igbos, some of them are not. Military men are being killed. Some of them are Igbos, some of them are not. So we are calling for peace, and the only way to that peace is releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And not just to Mr. President, to all Nigerians and commentators and people who are watching. You don't clap because somebody else is happening in the Southeast. From Southeast, it could just get to any other region. When Boko Haram started in Nigeria, a lot of us thought that is the problem of that, or that was the problem of Northeast alone. Today, through that thing that we ignored, banditry is everywhere. A lot of people cannot even travel within North Central, even Northwest. A lot of people cannot even travel. Sometimes senators cannot even travel. Airport has been seized by bandits because we neglected it. And that is why we are calling for Mr. President to intervene. A peaceful Southeast is a peaceful Nigeria. Mr. President, I don't want to say much, but I want to just give you few reasons or benefit of releasing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Today in the Southeast, anybody can go with AK-47, carrying guns about, and nobody cares to do anything as long as he's claiming that he is fighting for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. People are claiming to be IPOB, they're not even IPOB. So many politicians are taking advantage of the situation to do what, to commit evil, killing people in the name of campaign. Sir, when you release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, most of these people masquerading as freedom fighters for his release, they will all be out of job. Anybody calling for sit at home from outside Nigeria or within Nigeria, they will all be out of job. Anybody using that singular issue to cause mayhem in Igboland, they will be out of job. So we are pleading to you, use your esteemed office, use your good office to apply political solution to this problem. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu deserve to be released. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu deserve freedom. Your administration should be seen to be built on equal rights, justice, and fairness. Regardless of where you are from, regardless of your religion, regardless of political affiliation, regardless of who you are or tribe, everybody deserves justice. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu deserves justice. Southeast deserves peace, and that is why we call this press conference. So we want to lend our voice as stakeholders. We are directly involved. A lot of us can't even go. If we go to Nigeria, we can't go to our villages again. If we go to Nigeria, we can't go to supervise businesses we establish in the Southeast. People here speaking to you today, or speaking to Nigerians today, are company owners, business owners. We make our money in Europe and we send it back home. 70 or more than 70% of our income goes back to Nigeria. Just imagine every Monday, tax that the federal government ought to collect because of continuation of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Federal government is losing that tax every Monday. Every Monday. So please, sir, your biro could save another policeman from dying in the Southeast. Your declaration of releasing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will save another military man from dying in the Southeast. Your instruction of telling your Attorney General to do the right thing could save another mother from losing her son, from losing her daughter. We are only begging. We are not commanding. We are begging you, use your good office. And I believe that at the end of the day, you will see reasons in what we are doing and what we are calling for. We are concerned Igbo in Nigeria. We are concerned your fellow countrymen. Sir, it is time to act. And I know that at the end of the day, peace will be restored back to Southeast. Thank you.
Good day, gentlemen of the press. Today is a great day in our union, the Igbo General Assembly in Europe. We believe, like my PG has said, in the rule of law. And Mr. President, sir, you are a Democrat, we all know, and you also believe in the rule of law. We urge you, we beg you, we plead with you, and whatever thing you hold so sacred, we ask you, Father, you are the father of the nation now. See a way you can find a political solution. Since you believe in the rule of law and the court of jurisdiction, the court in Nigeria has set Mr. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu free. Sir, we will plead with you to please let Mazen Nnamdi Kanu go home to his family so that this unrest in the southeast will stop, so that people can go to their businesses without molestation. Please, sir, do this and save life of our military men and women, our police officers, our mothers, our fathers, our children, our brothers. A working southeast will be better for Nigeria, because when one part of the body is sick, it affects the whole.
Of course.
So we plead with you to see reason with us and make haste and release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that the insecurity in eastern region of Nigeria or the southeast Nigeria will stop and people will breathe. I remember I once watched you said, let them breathe. Not only the poor will breathe, let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu breathe. I rest my case.
Yeah. Good evening, gentlemen. My Honorable President, the Vice President, the stakeholders of different regional heads, my fellow Nigerians. Yes, my president have said it. We are just behind him. Mr. President, Chief Bola Tinubu, we are your children, resident outside the country. We are here, but none of us are happy. We have our families back home. The news we used to have from Nigeria doesn't even help us to sleep. We know that we are a democratic head. You love peace. You brought peace to Lagos when you was governor. And I will know that now that you are the president, you are going to bring peace to the whole Nigerian. We are pleading to you to let peace reign in Nigeria, not only in Southeast. We know what is happening in Southern Kaduna, in riverine areas, because of the injustice, because of the harm that people are causing. But particularly in the Southeast, people are dying every day. And people are using some offices, proclaiming they are this, they are that. We are pleading to you. This issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is something that will bring peace to Nigeria, not only in the Southeast.
Of course.
If Nnamdi Kanu is being released today, we believe even the dollar that is high will come down. People come to Nigeria to invest. Nobody is coming to Nigeria, no foreign investment again in Nigeria because of insecurity. We are pleading to you. We know you are a man of peace. Let that peace that you render in Lagos, let it reach everywhere now that you are president. We are not forcing you, we are just pleading to you. You are a father. Even your son is a father. So please, look at this, our problem, and we know you will do something. The whole world will recommend it. So on behalf of the Igbo Union here in Spain, I am Chief Ben Akamere. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome everybody that is gathering this evening. We are here. I am one of the leaders of Igbo Association here in Spain, and we are here to support our able leader, our President General of Igbo Association here in Spain, on a call for justice, a call for equality. What we are pleading today We are doing it because we love where we come from. We that are here in diaspora, none of us are happy on what is happening in our land. A lot of us want to go and invest, but we can't go because of the insecurity. Our people used to say that somebody that his house is on fire will not be pursuing that. So, and that is where we have gathered, because we want to show our pain, how we feel in a country that there is no justice. The people perish, and we're asking for justice. We're asking for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for peace to reign in Igboland, for our mothers to be able to live the way they used to live, go to farm free, for our children to be able to move on the road, play on the road without being afraid of misfire of gun or being afraid of kidnapping. We are calling for justice, because when we say we are one Nigeria, we ask for equality for every Nigerians. Just as my President General has said, many times the court have gone released to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The court have acquitted him, as we know, but he's still there. And that is what is happening. That is why what is happening in Eastern land is still going on, happening. And we have decided to come to drop a little bit of water and call him for Mr. President of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to show mercy with justice. We call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for the peace of Igboland, for the peace of Nigeria, not only Igboland. Because when there is peace in Igboland, there will be peace in Nigeria. Because what affects the nose affects the eyes. What affects the eyes affects the mouth. We are asking for political solution. In the land where we are in here in Spain, things have happened here, but they are still going on looking for political solution. In Catalonia, as Mr. President, as you might know, you know what happened in Catalonia, but today they are looking for political solution. And that is why we are calling for political solution for Eastern region, for all Nigerians. If we are one Nigeria, let all Nigerians feel like Nigerians. We are asking for justice. We call for release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mr. President, do all this favor, and God will bless you. Thank you so much.
Good evening, gentlemen of the press. As we gather here today for this Igbo conference, we are here to appeal to Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to please release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu deserves justice. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu deserves to be free. Justice for one is justice for all. Injustice for one is injustice for all. As the court of the land have granted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom, Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you are a man of peace. You are a man of democracy. Please, all the Igbo stakeholders here in diaspora, Malaga to be precise, we have gathered together here today to appeal to you to please kindly release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What is happening in Imo State today is alarming. Insecurity everywhere, killings everywhere. Mr. President, you can stop this. You can stop this by kindly release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because all those things that is happening in southeastern region today, they label it to be they are fighting for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. AK-47 everywhere, bloodshed everywhere. We are calling for you, Mr. President, please heed to our appeal to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because I believe when you release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all the insecurity will be reduced. Anybody carrying AK-47 after release of Nnamdi Kanu, that means the person is working on his own. Mr. President, all the Igbo stakeholders here in Diaspora Malaga, to be precise, have gathered here together in this press conference to appeal for you to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have stayed roughly 2 years now in detention. After the Court of Competent Jurisdiction in Nigeria have granted him freedom, I don't know the reason why he still be under detention of DSS. Mr. President, one thing again, if any politician in Southeast is advising you to continue holding Nnamdi Kanu, that person, that politician, be it governor or senator, is not doing you good. Rather, is causing more problem, more death, more problem in Igboland. Please, we appeal to you, Mr. Able President. We believe in you. We trust you. You are a man of peace. We appeal to you to please kindly hear our cry and release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Southeast is no more the same. Sit at home every Monday. The diminution of our economy, this is unbearable to us. All those punishments have touched all our various families. Insecurity, everything have turned upside down in Southeast. Sir, please, we appeal you in the name of God to please kindly release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As he do so, may God bless you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sylvester Barugo, known as Ubuefi Ugonabo. As Igbo Chairman, Sevilla, currently Treasurer of Igbo General Assembly, Spain. I want to use this opportunity to greet all Nigerians and to beg our President, sir, please, with all due respect, we beg in behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. My president, the regional leaders have said it all. We are pleading for release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So please, do this for us, and God will bless you. Thank you.
Okay, now you can take over with the question.
Time to talk. He said if Kanu is released, anybody that is carrying AK-47 is now on his own. The AK-47 they are carrying in Nigeria, is it Kanu people that are carrying this AK-47?
Okay, thank you so much for that question. I think to make it clearer, you know, since they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya, which is against international law of any sort. You don't kidnap people from another country. You move them. Only God knows the condition that he was kept before they moved into Nigeria. That provoked a lot of people. Considering the situation in Nigeria, just take a look at Southeast. Consider Southeast. There is no federal presence in Southeast. We don't have any sort of functioning federal parastatal or facility or infrastructure in the Southeast. From Onitsha to Enugu, we don't have good roads. Even the roads from Onitsha to Imo State, you will see that it's even it's not something that you can say 100% that you can compare with what we see in other parts of the country. So they're already angry, and you provoke them by, especially the people who are listening to him. There are people that he is giving hope, regardless of how you see him. In midst of all that suffering and problems that we are encountering, people are about to come out to protest. And when people are
for the arrested president,
yes, from arresting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu,
and people that are
especially that court has come and giving him bail like more than 3 times. They are keeping him there.
And those people that come out to protest for the arrest of Kanu,
yes,
some of them do go with AK-47.
No, I'm going somewhere.
That's what I want to clear.
No, I'm going somewhere. When people are protesting in any form, criminals are bound to go and take over the situation. Yeah. Politicians are bound to take advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
People who are enemies of even the Southeast are bound to take over the situation. Even now, there is no trust that some Igbo people believe that some law enforcement agencies are involved in causing problems. That is not what we are saying. But what we are trying
causing problem, claiming that they are Igbos.
Igbos, you know, no, claiming that these young people are the ones causing this problem. That is a sentiment coming from some quarters. And to end all these things, we are now calling on the president to use his good office by releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It will end all these things. For example, some forests now, sometimes we accommodate anybody with AK-47. If you catch them, they will tell you they are ESN, protecting the farmland and protecting the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. By the time you release him, nobody will use his name, take excuse or take advantage of the situation to engage in criminal act or killing of any innocent people.
Okay, I want to ask something. All right.
The people that are carrying AK-47 in Igboland, most of them are not part of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu IPOB. Let's be clear about that, because there is a lot of criminals, bandits, people that are not even Igbo people, because they use this opportunity to enter Igboland. There are people that, I don't know how to say, maybe they have evil intention to make sure the land is being destroyed. There is political talks that are carrying AK-47. By the way, if you start listening about where did the AK-47 come? Did it come from heaven? It's somebody that are giving them the gun. So you find out those people that are giving them the gun, they don't have interest of Igbo in mind. So what we are saying here is that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, whosoever they caught with gun, they know he's a criminal. You judge him as a criminal. But because of this situation of Mazi, many people take the advantage, and that is why we are calling for his release. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you, sir. That means anybody want to take excuse now say, now because they arrest Nnamdi can fight to you say not true. But when they don't release Nnamdi, you see the fight. Tell us why you fight. Tell us why you hold gun.
As simple as that.
As simple as that. Okay. As you were talking, one of you said, our able president. He addressed Bola Tinubu as his able president. The question is, addressing this president as our president, then are you speaking now as a Nigerian or you are speaking as a Biafra? Who is Bola Ahmed Tinubu to you and who is Kanu to you?
Okay, thank you so much for that question. First of all, our gathering here has no political attachment or inclination. Everybody you see here, they have their preferences politically, but that is not what we are gathered here. We gather here as Igbo stakeholders, Igbo stakeholders in Spain and other parts of Europe. We are gathered here, and we are strictly addressing problems in the Southeast. And the buck stops at President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's desk. Whether you like it or not, the Supreme Court has declared him the president of Nigeria. And such matters must be directed to his office, and we are respectfully, asking him to use his office. So we don't want to dabble into where this is not a political group or pressure group. We are talking as Nigerians. Now they come to
part one of the question. Yes. We are talking as Nigerians.
Igbo people in Nigeria.
Yeah, Igbo people in Nigeria. Yes. Good. You answer them well the more. But you never answer the second part. Who is Kanu to you, to the Igbos, and who is Bola Ahmed Tinubu to the Nigerians?
Okay, first of all, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we address him as the president of Nigeria. So that one aside. Then Kanu, first of all, is our son. Kanu is our brother, our son. He is an Igbo man. He's our son. Bola Ahmed is the president of Nigeria. And as Nigerians of Igbo extraction, we are asking Mr. President Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu to use his good office to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because that is the fair thing to do. That is justice. That is his right. He can't do this. Is not Gestapo Germany when Hitler would pick anybody and put the person in prison. This is a civilized society called Nigeria. So we want you to use the constitution of Nigeria. When a judge grants you bail and the executive, they have no option than to obey. We know he's going to do it. We know he wasn't the one that arrested him. And that's why we believe that he will hear our cry and do the right thing.
Please, can I
Yes,
chip in something?
Yes, sir.
You know, you asked my president, Honorable Odala, the Ezebulugulu of Igboland. You asked him, who is Nnamdi Kanu to us? Nnamdi Kanu is a Nigerian, come from eastern part of Nigeria. What is the problem of Nnamdi Kanu? Nnamdi Kanu was demanding the fairness of governance to the whole country. For instance, he was telling them about the seaport in Nigeria. Nigeria as a country have up to 5 seaports, but only one is functioning, the one in Lagos. While there is one in Port Harcourt, there is one in Warri,
Calabar.
There is one in Calabar. Nnamdi Kanu was also asking the government to let all these seaports be working, so there will be no much congestion in Lagos. Nnamdi Kanu was asking them for the second Niger bridge. Nnamdi Kanu was asking them about the roads in the eastern zone of Nigeria. Even to the extent, there was a time he told them that if they build the roads in eastern part of Nigeria and put the seaport in order and the second Niger bridge in order, that he will drop his agitation. He didn't kill anybody. He didn't ask anybody to go and kill. He was just asking for good governance, so that what goes to Peter will also go to John.
Okay.
So there was no time. He's not a rebel. He never asked his people to carry gun or to carry even knife. We were just demonstrating with placards. Give us freedom. Give us freedom. Do this for us. Do this for us. So that was his offense. He didn't commit any other thing. He didn't kill anybody. So Nnamdi Kanu is a free Nigerian here from eastern zone of Nigeria, asking for good amenities, good governance to his people. Thank you.
It's just 1 minute.
Right.
Mazen Nakan has never declared himself a president of Biafra.
No.
He's just agitating for Biafra. Just as you and I were in Spain here, we know that in Catalonia, that people that are fighting for independence for Catalonia, we know that. Not even one person, 2 people. There's also the Catalan that are against it. So it's in Igboland. In everywhere there's agitation. There are people that support, there are people that don't support.
Yeah.
So we are not here to play that politics. What we are here is asking for the reason for peace to reign in Igboland. Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right, talking about insecurity in Nigeria, you are talking about your land, the Igboland, the southeast, as if it is the only place that is being affected by the situation of insecurity in Nigeria. Listening to this, Nigeria is said to be one of the countries with the highest terrorism threat levels in the world. They don't say Igboland. So may I know why you are taking it personal?
Anyway, that question you asked me is very simple. Nigeria as a whole, we are facing existential threat in Nigeria. However, the little that we can do to add to the peace of Nigeria, let us do it, especially for us to remove the one that is the one that we provoke by ourselves, or the one that we can easily cut off. If you have about 10 places that you are having issues in Nigeria, and only one signature of releasing one person from prison can reduce it by 3. You do that one, then the one that will require military to engage them will also be using military to engage them. So why add to the already problem we have across Nigeria? So Southeast used to be the most peaceful region in Nigeria, apart from Lagos and Abuja. Southeast was adjudged under before Buhari came in. It was one of the most peaceful places. All of us will travel to Southeast without security. Now, if we are any of us, if we are going to go with Temopos. The money, little money we've made in abroad, when we get home, sort of want to use it to help the poor people there. We are giving it back to policemen. We are using it to buy armored vehicles that will convey the policemen just because of insecurity. So for that, it wasn't happening before. So if we don't need to shoot bullets to achieve peace in any part of the country, then go back that route while we are facing the ones that we need to shoot bullets. In the Southeast, we don't need to shoot any bullet because that will consume either the people they are chasing or the person shooting it. So release him and there will be peace. They will face other places and equally do the same. If there are people across Nigeria that are being held, let their people speak up. All of us will support it so that there will be political solution to all this, because it's a political problem. It's not a criminal offense. It's a political offense.
Thank you very much, sir. When one your executive was speaking, he said that what led to the arrest of Kanu was because he was trying to make sure Nigeria be a working country, trying to make the government do things they ought to do. But internet is not telling us that. Just like other allege that Kanu's broadcast made on different dates between 2008 and 2021 incited members of the public to attack Nigerian security personnel and their family members. So that is the claim that led to his arrest, according to internet news. So what actually led to the arrest?
Anyway, like he rightly told you, he's agitating for better governance, especially in this towards the region, towards our region called Southeast. And of course, when you're agitating, the government can, or any security agencies or politicians especially from that same Southeast, they can cook up stories or anything. And that's why we are coming here to talk to directly, publicly, call the attention of Mr. President to disregard. That internet could be a governor. That internet could be a sponsored journalist. That internet could be people who are benefiting from the present situation of things. Yeah. You know, so anybody can put any junk on the internet. So we are telling the president to disregard, even when a governor is coming to tell you this type of stories, disregard it, that we are the object and subject of what is happening in the Southeast, because our mothers, our fathers, our sisters, our cousins, like me, my manager in my company, he was shot because he was coming back on the day of sit at home. His mother was in the hospital. He needed to go and do something, thought that sit at home has ended towards evening. The Navy checkpoint, they saw him because the so-called unknown gunmen attacked them somewhere else with a red Toyota car. They shot at them and the guy died. 3 among them were injured. Only my own boy from my village died. And I went to the government. They said that I can't do anything because it's a collateral damage. You know, that is me. Do you know how many other people that might have lost their own direct brothers? The people,
properties and brothers.
You know, so leave all those internet stories and what they are saying. If he has done something, let them sentence him and let him go to prison. If you're unable to sentence a man in any country, even this Spain, after 1 year, you don't have a story. In Europe, you must have no evidence.
Is that law? Do you think
so it's all about
Constitution?
It's all about they're just talking stories. So, Mr. President, we're calling your attention to use your good office, look into the matter, and I tell you to the general to release Marginal and the Kalu unconditionally. And I promise you, there will be peace in the Southeast when you do that. We are begging, Mr. President. We are begging you. We are not commanding. We are not action group. We are not activists. We are stakeholders who are subject and object in this situation. This crisis is affecting all of us. We can't even pay the amount of tax and investment we do now. None of us will go home to invest because of insecurity. And that's why we are calling. Let me tell you the benefit of Mr. President releasing Mazen Nandekalo. Number one is that he has done the right thing. before the law, before God, and before people. 2, he will contradict himself if he does not do it. This same president was once chased out of Nigeria by late General Sani Abacha. He ran away. He was on exile. This same president were part of people that formed Nadeko. Did the same thing Nnamdi Kanu is doing, agitating for a better governance in Nigeria. So he has walked through that path. He is the best person to understand the situation of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So we are begging him to use his office to do that. And I know that, but if he should do that, even me will come out openly to sing his praises for doing that. Even if it takes up to kneel down for him to do that. And we are open for invitation. We can guarantee, we can go and short for him to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for us. If he should invite us, we are going to come. Most of these politicians in his party and outside his party, they will not tell him the truth. And every politician will put their own interest before his own. What is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's interest? For Nigeria to be in a better place than where he made Nigeria. What is the interest of governors and senators from the southeast? For them to win an election. Then he should just do the plus and minus together and know who to listen to. His people, his fellow countrymen, or men who are chasing their own selfish interests. So, Mr. President, collectively, with one voice, we are begging, release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for us. Whatever, anything that it will take of us or require from us, we are open. Our doors are open. Just invite us, or just say it, or just release it, and let us jubilate in the southeast, and you see a different outcome in the southeast. Thank you so much.
Welcome to Aiedee's Public Awareness Ministries, where we believe in community development through general knowledge, public issues, and evangelical presentations.